If you want to maximize your effectiveness as a business leader or strategist, you have to know how to create powerful slides and stories. I'm Namaan from Management Consulted, and today I'm talking about the 4 most important slides that you will create in every single presentation and slide deck. They are, number 1, the SCQ. Number 2, the executive summary. Number 3, your content slides. And number 4, your next step slide. Let's dive into each in order. First, the SCQ. SCQ stands for Situation, Complication, Question, and is an incredibly helpful framework to help you introduce the context and background of the story you're going to be walking through in that meeting. Let's break that slide down into those 3 pieces. First, situation. Situation is the historical background and context that your stakeholders need to know to get up to speed on what you're going to be talking about that day. It's a neutral description of the facts as you know them. Next, the complication. The complication is the challenge that you are there that day to uncover and address. One of the challenges that a lot of presentation, even experts, face when they're putting stories together is that they want to address every single challenge that a team or organization faces inside of one meeting. That's often counterproductive. Your job when identifying the complication that you're going to address in that meeting is to identify the top 1 to 2 complications that need to be addressed in that setting with that group of people. Every organization and every team has 35 challenges that they're facing simultaneously. You're not going to address them all in one meeting. So what's the complication? What's the challenge that you're going to address that day? That naturally leads to the question you're there to answer, which you state clearly and plainly at the end of that first slide. One of the challenges that the clients I work with face is that their stakeholders, who are incredibly smart and incredibly engaged, go down rabbit trails and ask a million unrelated questions inside of presentations and meetings. One of the best tools that I've found to stop that rabbit trail hunting is to start your presentation and your meeting with an SCQ slide. It focuses everybody on the one question that they're there to answer today. After the SCQ comes your executive summary. This is the second slide of any presentation. Your executive summary includes a couple of key components. First, your key takeaway. What's the one thing that you need your audience to do or believe coming out of that day's meeting? Underneath that key takeaway, you have a curated and limited set of supporting arguments that reinforce that key message. Again, one of the challenges that the clients I work with face is that there are 17 reasons why their key takeaway is the right one for that audience at that time. As you know, you're never going to have enough time or attention span to walk people through 17 arguments that you'd like to make. So your job is to identify the top 2 to 3 reasons why that key takeaway is the right one for that point in time and that group of people. I call those the arguments, and those belong in summary form in your executive summary underneath the key takeaway. Your goal is to be able to present the entirety of the story, at least at a high level, from just the executive summary, key takeaway, and then the key reasons why that key takeaway is correct. After the executive summary, you move into your content slides.
Do you want to accelerate your career and stand out as a top performer? Invest in the Excel and PowerPoint for Consulting program today. In this self-paced video program, you'll learn the key analytical and presentation skills required to succeed in a consulting role. It's not how to use Excel and PowerPoint, the programs, but it teaches you the strategy behind the models and decks, how to quickly extract insights from raw data and deliver those insights to clients with clarity and authority. Set yourself up for promotion and success. Get Excel and PowerPoint for Consulting today. The link in this episode's show notes.
Your content slides are where you include the data that support the rationale that you've already outlined in your executive summary. This is where you get to go a level deeper. Your content slides should include data visualization and clear messaging around what the takeaway is from that slide. When you put each content slide together, the executive summary and the message on the executive summary should be proven out. Finally, you have your next step slide. This is where your story turns from strategy to tactics. And any good next step slide includes 3 components: what needs to happen, who needs to own it, and by when. Instead of saving this material for a follow-up email or a meeting that's going to happen after the meeting, Include these tactical next steps at the end of your presentation. You'll ensure alignment and ensure everybody knows what they need to do before they leave the room. So there you have it. Those are the 4 key slides that any powerful presentation needs to include. An SCQ to set context, an executive summary to preview the story, the content slides to showcase the data, and next steps to drive action and alignment. If you want further help with your storytelling and your presentations, work with me and my team at Management Consulted on one-on-one presentation training. Over a handful of personalized, individual 1-hour sessions, we'll break down your presentations and your stories to make sure that you're telling the right people the right thing at the right time to expand your influence inside of your organization. You can learn more through the link in the show notes.